Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. I hope that you are all doing well and in good health, inshallah. First of all, even though it's late, بس عيد سعيد عليكم جميعا. كل عام وانتم بخير. I hope that you get to enjoy a very pleasant and happy Eid and vacation with your families and friends. Today, inshallah, we're gonna start a new episode of Alfaisal Mini-Med School Series. And for today, inshallah, we're gonna talk about body-mind therapies, which is a topic under the field of complementary and alternative medicine. Now, complementary and alternative medicine is a field where treatment and practices, rather than the ones that are usually or commonly used by doctors, are used in this field. Example of that will be things like acupuncture, massage therapy, herbal medicine, and so on. For today, with the help of our special guest, we're going to talk about the body-mind connection and how important this connection to maintain our health. After that, we're going to discuss some types of body-mind therapies like yoga, meditation, and so on. So we hope that you get to enjoy and get the benefit out of this presentation. Now, we're going to start with this game. We call it a guessing game. Let me explain to you briefly how this will go. It will start by choosing 4 participants, 2 from the female side and 2 from the male sides. And we're going to take your names, okay? After that, we're going to show you the question. The question is asking about a percentage. For example, how much percentage of you did sleep well yesterday? For example, 20%, which I hope it's not true. But then we're going to take your answers, the answers from these 4 participants. At the end of the presentation, inshallah, you're going to get to know if you get the right answer or the closest. And then you're going to get the gift, inshallah, okay? So hopefully, let's start. We need 4 participants now. لا, from your place. Okay, great. Again, another one from the female and 2 from the male side. Yes. And from the male side. Yeah. Yes, please. Another one. Okay, thank you so much. May I know your name, please? Arwa? Samah? Abdul Rahman? Hamza, okay. The question is, how much percentage of the illnesses and diseases are stress-related? Who wants to start by guessing a number? Yes? Okay, Hamza is saying 75%. You can't choose the same number. 76. Okay, Arwa 76. And do you have a 35? Abdurrahman 35 and Samah? Samah 60. Okay.
But I have gifts for all participants.
La, only the winner. Okay, so remember your answers, okay? Oh, wait. First of all, choose 4 participants again. 2 from the female, 2 from the male. Yes, you? Yes, you, Nida? 2 from the male side. Okay, if another 2 female can participate, it's totally fine. Yes, Sarah? And who else? 1 person. Whatever, عادي. Okay. Your name, please? Rawai. Okay. Rawai and Sarah. Who is the 3rd person? Nada. And the 4th? What was your name? Aya? Okay. Now the question is, how much percentage of your happiness is under your control? Who wants to start guessing? Yes, Aru? Aya, sorry, Aya. 90? Okay, so Aya is saying 90%. Sarah? 80%. Okay, Sarah, 80%. 50? Rawaya, your name? Rawaya is saying 50. And Nada? 65. Nada, 65. Okay. Remember your answers. At the end of the presentation, inshallah, you're going to know if it's right or no. Now it's my pleasure and my honor to introduce to you our special guest for today. She is a clinical psychologist with a diploma in cognitive behavioral therapy who is specialized in treating adults and youth. Please welcome with me Waswid Al-Haymani.
Assalamu alaikum. Thank you all for coming and welcome. My name is Waswid Al-Haymani. I'm a clinical psychologist. I am very interested in exploring the many ways that our minds affect our bodies and the way around. So I'm very excited to talk to you about it today. The word mind we're going to use here stands for our thoughts, emotions, attitudes, images, and the brain is just the hardware that allows us to experience those mental states. Sorry. Okay. Have you heard of phantom pregnancies? Anybody familiar with it? Okay. It's a condition where a woman would believe she's pregnant. She would have similar symptoms as pregnancy. She would feel the fetal movement. She will have disturbance in the menstrual period. She will gain weight, have morning sickness, all the pregnancy symptoms without being actually pregnant. So it's a great example to show how much or to what extent our minds can affect our bodies. She will obviously not end up being pregnant, but it's fascinating in my opinion. In mind-body medicine, the mind and body are not seen separately. They are one functioning unit. You cannot separate any of them from each other. The mind and emotions are viewed as influencing the body, as the body in return influences the mind. Your body responds to the way you think, feel, and act. This means that mental states can positively or negatively affect our biological functioning. Our minds can affect how healthy our bodies are, biologically. Mental states can be fully conscious or unconscious. So we can have emotional reactions to situations without being aware of why we are reacting this certain way. Have you ever been in a situation where you were acting in a way you didn't think you would? Maybe more aggressively, maybe you acted in a way, and then after the fact you were like, why did I do this? This is an unconscious state of mind. It took over. Now, each mental state has a physiology associated with it, positively or negatively. For example, the mental state of anxiety causes you to produce stress hormones. Therefore, many mind-body therapies focus on becoming more conscious. So you won't react in a way that you don't understand why. Nothing will suddenly tick you off and make you act in a way you're not supposed to. Mind-body techniques promote harmony and balance within the self. So it should balance your hormones and your blood pressure, which will result in making you feel more relaxed and comfortable, as known as happy. We're gonna take a look on some examples of mind-body techniques. Have any of you experienced or heard about any of the examples ahead? Oops. Okay. Yoga, meditation, the 3-3-3 rule, or mindfulness. Is it familiar?
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna watch a short video regarding yoga.
Actually, many people have this idea about yoga that just people who are trying to look fancy by moving in a slow motion fashion. But actually, it's a way more than that. With the help of Ms. Lamis, the owner of a studio for yoga and meditation here in Riyadh, we were able to create this video about what does yoga actually mean and how does it change people's lives. So let us watch it together.
الاستخدام أي
تمام.
السلام عليكم، معكم لميس. owner of Alfa Studio الرياض. حبيت أحكي لكم شوية عن إيش هي اليوغا وإيش فوائدها. اليوغا هي بشكل مبسط نوع من أنواع الرياضة تساعدنا في إننا نربط بين العقل والجسم ونخلق الكونكشن هذا من خلال استخدام النفس. طبعا فوائدها مرة كبيرة. من أهم فوائدها الراحة، الريلاكسيشن، التخفيف من القلق والتوتر، الانكزايتي. طبعا غير الفوائد الجسدية والصحية اللي حتكون مترتبة عليها.
أهلاً وسهلاً، اسمي ديما. دائماً كنت أتمنى وأطمح يكون لي من اسمي نصيب. بغض النظر عن الكيفية، أهم شيء الاستفادة. أنا مدربة يوغا. خليني أحكي لكم ليش قررت أكون مدربة. من فترة ماضية كنت أجرب أنواع رياضات مختلفة أحبها لكني ما أستمر فيها. فلما جربت اليوغا قلت أوكي، هذا الشيء اللي أبحث عنه: هدوء، تركيز، قوة، مرونة، ضبط التنفس. كنت بعد كل كلاس أحس بشعور حلو، فصرت أقول لصديقاتي يجون يجربون، أبغاهم يعيشون التجربة. بعدين سألت نفسي سؤال: كيف ممكن أوصل هذا الشعور من أكبر شريحة ممكنة؟ فقررت أكون مدربة.
Yoga is my runway or escape of life complexity. I work and study at the same time, so yoga has helped me a lot to maintain the balance by reducing stress and anxiety. It worked magic, especially with my lifestyle, as I tend to sit for hours either in class or in the office. It also helped me to gain strength and flexibility. I would always receive the comment that, oh, you are flexible. My answer would be committed to your practice and you will get there. So I would always recommend the approach of practicing yoga because it combines both flexibility, strength, and balance.
Hi, my name is Fazina. I have just started my yoga a few months ago, and I feel amazing. I have severe back pains, problems with my sciatic nerve and arthritis. It was all getting to be a bit much, especially since I'm only in my early 30s. So I decided to try it. Almost instantly, I saw changes in my posture, and my body didn't ache as much. And as to my spiritual side, I would definitely say it is improving. I find I'm getting more interested into meditation, and I have always had problems with my panic attack, and I only had one since I started. And honestly, it was around the time I wasn't able to practice yoga. I find myself more focused, grounded, and reassured. It is better than any medication the doctor had ever put me on.
طيب حابين في النهاية نقول لكم إنه كمركز متخصص باليوغا لاحظنا إحنا نفسنا اختلافات على نفسنا وعلى الكلاينتس حقونا بشكل كبير بعد ممارستهم لليوغا. اختلاف كبير من ناحية استقامة الجسم، الراحة، التعامل مع الضغوطات، ما عاد صارت أشياء بسيطة تأثر عليهم. فمرة حلو إن نتفرج على الكلاينتس حقوننا وهم بيتطوروا خلال هذه الجيرني، ونتمنى أنكم كلكم تنضموا لنا وتمارسوا اليوغا وتستشعروا فوائدها بنفسكم.
I hope you enjoyed that. Secondly, let's talk about meditation. It's a very popular topic, but barely ever well understood. It's practiced in many ways, many religions, and its main goal to help you connect with yourself spiritually and make you mindful of your surroundings and yourself. It's more like a self-checkup, in my opinion. In therapeutic and spiritual practices, different kinds of meditation have been scientifically proven to achieve mindfulness and its association with wellness in everyday life. Meditation improves mental and physical health in the treatment of heart diseases and reduces chronic pain, improves quality of sleep. Meaning, to have a healthy body, you have to have a healthy mind. Meditation is now being examined scientifically and has been found to be a key element in stress reduction and overall happiness. Okay, let's try it together. Let's have a little meditation session. But key points before we start. Do not latch into a particular idea. Do not think about the past or the future. Instead, just watch whatever comes in your mind and goes and let it go without judgment. Okay? Let's all close our eyes together. Close your eyes. Okay. Inhale a deep breath in. Hold. And exhale. One more time, inhale. Exhale. Concentrate on the sensation of your natural breathing. Allow your thoughts to come and go easily, without judgment. Whenever you wander around, take your focus back to your breathing. Notice your body sensations like an itch or a tingling. Let it pass. Allow emotions to be present without judgment. Can you name the emotions you're feeling right now? Let it go. Inhale. Hold. And exhale. One last time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, open your eyes. How was that?
Great.
Did any thoughts pop up? Any unintended emotions? Okay, so this is just like a mental checkup with yourself to know how you're feeling, what are you feeling, and why. Okay. Moving on to another mental trick for managing anxiety. I always tell my patients if they're having an anxiety attack, do this trick. It helps you take a step back. Whenever you start feeling overwhelmed, your stress hormones are being released, try the 3-3-3 rule. It's very easy, 3 simple steps. Look around you and name 3 things you see. So I'm looking at the mic, number 4 on the wall, and the cameras. And name 3 things you hear. It could be the baby crying from the other room, construction sites, cars honking. And finally, move 3 parts of your body. Your fingers, your ankle, your shoulders. This will help you stay in the moment. Because remember, anxiety is a future-oriented state of mind. So instead of worrying what's going to happen, reel yourself back to the present and ask yourself, what's happening right now? Do I have to do something right now? Do I need my fight or flight response? Most probably the answer is no. So just take a step back. If anything's making you worry, look at it later. Okay, moving on to the last technique and my personal favorite, mindfulness. We're gonna look at it from an Islamic point of view. Mindfulness is to be mindful of one's own intentions and thoughts and emotions, to know what you're feeling and how. To be aware of everything around you. So we should be aware of our thought patterns, our emotional state, in order to react to our inner experiences in the best manner and not have unconscious state of mind. Maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, sensations, and surroundings helps you reach your goals and realize how you're feeling each and every moment. By cultivating the remembrance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through various mental exercises and activities, we effectively polish our hearts and unveil the nature of our souls. So accordingly, we should make a quiet time for reflection about the creation of Allah and the hereafter every day, as means of increasing our mindfulness of His presence, gratitude for His many favors, and to prepare for the life to come. Mindfulness exercises is a method of training the mind to identify the thoughts and feelings that behave inside of us, for the aim of having more control over our thoughts and feelings. Islam suggests many ways of meditation to lead us to a mindful states, such as repeating after adhan. Have you ever wondered why we have to repeat after adhan 5 times a day? In modern life, it involves a daily hustle of noise, distractions, and information overload. Our senses are constantly stimulated from every direction to the point that a simple moment of quietness seems hard for some of us. Therefore, taking a step back to hear and listen and patiently repeat after adhan 5 times a day helps you take a step back, to realize where you are, to focus on yourself. Do a fast, quick mental checkup with yourself. Exercising mindfulness within Islamic framework can help us achieve peace. Mental clarity gained from mindfulness enables you to discover your goals, your intentions, and how you're feeling. Lastly, I advise you all to have a daily self-mental checkup. Whenever you feel your brain going 1,000 miles per hour, take a step back. Do not go through your days on autopilot. Realize what you're doing, realize how you're feeling, and go with it. Okay, thank you all for coming, and thank you Alfaisal University for allowing me to have this great experience with such a great audience. Thank you Dalal Idris for following up. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Wood, for such an informative and thoughtful session. Thank you so much. This is just a thank you gesture from Alfaisal and Department of And do you mind taking some questions from the audience? Thank you.
Any questions or thoughts? Go ahead.
Do you believe in yoga?
Do I believe in yoga?
And the way it's presented here as a psychologist?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It has shown to have great impact over people's lives. I do practice yoga.
So you advise us?
I do advise to it, yes. In many ways. Any other questions? Comments?
So, Ms. Wood, so can you elaborate a bit on the yoga, because they specifically mention Vedic yoga or this kind of yoga. I know there are different kinds.
Mm-hmm.
So do you recommend anyone in particular on top of the others, especially in the context of mental detox?
Yes. I'm not... Repeat the question. So she was asking which kind of yoga would you recommend in a mental detox kind of way. I'm not a personal specialized in yoga, but I do suggest taking it step by step, meaning the point is connecting your body with your mind. So yoga is a great way to do that. Start as a beginner, take one class, could be on YouTube, and just see how you feel about it. If not yoga, there are a lot of ways to meditate, a lot of ways to be mindful. Just keep connecting your body with your mind. That's the point. Any other comments?
When meditating, do we need to isolate ourselves from sounds?
Do you need to isolate yourself? No. As we did in the 3-3 rule, the main point is to take yourself back to the moment. So you don't need to isolate yourself. And there are so many ways of meditation. Sound meditation, silence meditation, so many ways. So just see whatever suits you better and go ahead with it. Please.
Do you recommend the use of apps on gadgets to meditate and like promote mindfulness? Although the excessive use of gadgets is something that we are getting so overwhelmed with that
Should we?
From it. So it's like a double sword sort of
Situation, yes. Okay. Should we use gadgets to help us meditate and practice meditation? Yes, I think that's very beneficial. You should set a reminder with the gadget, depends on what app you're using. It can remind you to start, and it can you can have a section to write down how it affected you so far. So you can see the difference from the start to the end of your session and how it affected you mentally. Please.
I have two questions about the exercise that you give us. The
Exercise.
When you say name your emotion, do you mean that I say happiness or sadness or anxiety? Naming the emotion?
Yes, so emotion is a one word. It's not, this is how you feel, is emotion as joy, anger, stress, this is how you're feeling. It's a one word answer.
Which means feelings as well, emotion and feelings are the same.
Yes, exactly. So if you're feeling angry while meditating, after the session, you should ask yourself why. And this way you will have better connection with yourself.
And what do you mean when you say without judgment?
So you could be without judgment means you could be feeling angry and then you're asking yourself, why do I feel angry? Why am I ungrateful? Why do I have the right to feel angry? So without judgment means whatever emotions you're feeling, accept it and go with it.
Just
Know
accept.
why. Accept. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be bored. It's okay to be happy. All emotions are fine.
So and then I answer myself after the exercise.
No, while the exercise, you shouldn't judge. You just observe. Look at how you're feeling, right?
And after the exercise, it's okay if I answer my questions.
Yes.
Otherwise it was-
Solve it. Yes, of course. Yes. Okay.
Thank
Any other comments?
Yes.
Please.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank
Good
you
afternoon.
for highlighting a very important topic. I just want to know if you passed through any study comparing the mental toxicity. Is it really common, more common in this generation rather than before, or it was all the time there, but nobody highlighted as it is now under a very strong spotlight all the time, all the media,
Okay.
everywhere.
So are mental disorders more common these days?
Is it? And you're in among this generation? Or
Okay.
it's all-
So more research have been abducted in the past couple of years. So this shows more results in mental disorders. We don't know if they used to have it just as much, but there wasn't that much awareness. So now we are aware of what depression is, we're aware of what anxiety is. So if you're depressed, you're gonna know. Mainly in the past, not much awareness was there. So someone can be depressed without knowing. They would think it's just a personality trait. Maybe they're just sad. They're anxious all the time, it's fine. It's not an anxiety. Now we name it as it is, an anxiety disorder. So I think it's about more awareness and more research conducted.
It's not related to the lifestyle that people not having nowadays.
I do think it's connected to how we're disconnecting ourselves from our minds. Just like we said, nowadays, everything's too busy, too many distractions, information overload, right? So what we need to do is connect with ourselves, keep our ground in, and meditate. Simply meditate. Any other comments? Please. Meditation, in my opinion, 5 times a day minimum through prayers. If we all pray well, I think we're gonna meditate well, daily. Okay. Any other comments or questions? Okay, thank you.